After fermentation is complete, the liquid, the wash, is then sent through for two distillations. First distillation is in the wash still, where inside the copper pot stills there's a heating element which boils the liquid. The vapor separates from the liquid, rises up to the top of the still, along the lye pipe, through the condenser, where it's condensed back into a liquid. And that liquid is called low wines, again not for drinking. It then goes through a second distillation in the spirit still. And during the second distillation, the distillate we collect is in three different fractions. The first fraction is called foreshot, which has got a lot of high alcohols and impurities in the distillate. And the stillman determines by a very simple water test when those impurities have been distilled out. Once the impurities have been distilled out, he then collects the middle cut, or the heart of the run, which starts off about 72% alcohol, and we'll keep distilling it down to just over 61% alcohol. And that's the middle cut. And that gets kept separately, and then, which is eventually filled into casks. However, from 61% down to near enough zero, we've still got alcohol present, but not what we would call good enough for drinking. So that is then distilled off and mixed with the foreshot and the low wines from the first distillation and distilled the next time round. So if you can imagine, we're just keeping the middle cut or the heart of the run. So when we go in next door, as you say, it's a bit noisy, but you will see the copper pot stills and the condensers and the sample safe where we take off the spirit.
Now you'd mentioned earlier that at Tomintoul you have long high stills. Are they the highest stills in Speyside? Or?
I would like to think so, but no, there are. I mean, Glenlivet's got tall stills, and I think Glenmorangie say they've got the tallest stills, but short of me going up there with a measuring tape, I don't know if they would. But yeah, our stills are one of the tallest in the industry.
There you go.
And you'll see by the camera angle, you see the height of the stills and the amount of contact with copper that we have for the distillate to become nice and smooth.
That contact with the copper is the key for the lightness of the Tomintoul.
That's a key for us.